Hello, and welcome to MPSA's Machine Safety Series. This series is intended to simplify machine safety topics and help you navigate through your machine safety improvement journey. Today, our program is entitled, How Do I Know My Machine is Safe and Compliant? A Desktop Review. This is a question we get all of the time. To answer that question, we will be covering a variety of topics in today's short session. The goal here is not to make you a machine safety expert, but to familiarize you with the concepts, terminology, technology, industry standards, and regulatory compliance requirements that may apply. And most importantly, that you will leave this session with a better understanding of machine safety and know where you can find additional guidance if needed. So let's get started with today's program. But first, I'd like to say hello. My name is Dave Kerr. I have over 35 years of global EH&X experience and have been part of the MPSA team since 2017. After retiring as the Director of Global Safety and Loss Prevention for Merck & Co. Inc., I have continued to help make workplaces safer by assisting MPSA clients with implementing machine safety improvement programs. The Machine and Process Safety Group, called MPSA for short, is a division of Airline Hydraulics Corporation, which is a value-added component distributor located in the Northeast. We provide turnkey and compliant machine guarding safety solutions for a variety of industries and many Fortune 500 companies throughout North America. Learn more by visiting our website at mpsasafety.com. But enough with the introductions. Let's go to the question at hand. How do I know my machine is safe and compliant? A desktop review. Like all of our MPSA Machine Safety Series topics, we focus on questions that are unique, frequently asked, or just have plain stumped our team. Today's question is no exception. Unfortunately, this question is often asked after a close call, or more unfortunately, following a machine safety incident. It is only logical for facility personnel to reach out for advice on how to get started or how to get their heads wrapped around what might be involved with making their machines safe and compliant. After having heard similar versions of this question from many clients, our first inclination was always to say no. Since a safe and compliant machine requires careful and disciplined assessment, design, engineering, installation, and validation by qualified machine safety personnel. We define qualified machine safety personnel as those who have obtained the designation of a Certified Machinery Safety Expert, or a CMSE. After thinking more about this question and the questions that a client would eventually need to answer, it became apparent to us that even if a client was unable to discover the needed documents or was not able to confirm the technical adequacy of the design from available documentation, their efforts would not be a waste of time. This would be exactly where most third-party machine safety vendors would start. Any efforts already undertaken would have already helped to identify the client's in-house machine safety stakeholders and any documentation or technical gaps. All of these activities are required parts of the machine safety improvement process and are needed before qualified machine safety personnel could assist with a comprehensive assessment and validated machine safety solution. So after recognizing these points, and regardless of the assessment outcome, we agreed that offering this advice would still be helpful to other clients struggling with the same question. Your task will be to identify your in-house machine safety stakeholders and any documentation describing the machine safety's design or features. So let's get started. But full disclosure, fulfilling these activities will most likely not be you just sitting at your desk. The desktop review part of the program title might be a bit misleading. Assembling your machine safety team and related documentation will require a lot of collaboration between you and your team members, and may take several sessions, most likely not just one day to complete. This brings us to our first step. Identify your in-house machine safety stakeholders. Form a team to collaborate and discuss machine safety topics at your facility. These stakeholders may be different for every facility, but normally include operations, EH&S, engineering, maintenance, quality, and automation or instrumentation if your site has such functions. After assembling your team, you will need to assemble some key documents in order to move forward. Many companies often have an engineering library where such documents are stored for the life of the machinery. The documents you're going to need to access include the following: accident and close call reports, operating instructions and maintenance requirements, risk assessments, lockout, tagout, and HEC procedures, OEM documents, management change records, and safe distance calculations. A machine safety risk assessment is a unique type of risk assessment that specifically analyzes machinery and its operation. Using industry-recognized methodologies intended exclusively for machine safety, such as ISO 12100, RIA 1506, or ANSI B11 or 155.1. A machine safety risk assessment could have been conducted by the machine's OEM, the machine vendor or system integrator, or from within your own organization. Machine safety risk assessment methodologies identify a performance level requirement known as a PLR for each machine safety risk. The PLR is needed for the selection and design of any safety control solution, such as an interlock or a presence sensing device, such as a light curtain, area scanner, pressure sensitive mat. A review of the machine's operating instructions and maintenance requirements are also critical to ensure they were reviewed as part of the risk assessment. If the risk assessment is not aligned to the actual machine operation or maintenance needs, or does not indicate the determination of the PLR, then it is very doubtful that a validated machine safety solution was designed or engineered. Findings from any accident or close call scenarios involving the machine should also have been reviewed as part of a post-incident risk assessment. We have found that a misaligned risk assessment or the absence of the PLR determination is often a strong indication to doubt the safety design and function of the machine. If you experience this situation, you may want to stop your assessment and seek the assistance of qualified machine safety personnel. If you have a suitable machine safety risk assessment with the required PLR identified, you will then need to review the selection of machine safety devices and components. This can typically be found in the safety design and electrical and control schematics included in the machine's technical file. With the assistance of your in-house machine safety team and authorized lockout tagout personnel observing your facility's hazardous energy control procedures, you can confirm if these devices were installed as specified. If such devices are not present as outlined in the safety design or electrical schematics, there should be serious doubts about the safety design or function of the machine. If you experience this situation, you may want to stop your assessment, internally discuss the continued use of the machine, and seek the assistance of qualified machine safety personnel. If your machine has any presence sensing devices like a light curtain, area scanner, or pressure sensitive mats, you will need to consult the safe minimum distance calculations that were performed when these devices were installed and confirm these devices are still installed at the correct distance from the machine hazard. This work may require observing your hazardous energy control and lockout tagout procedures. If you are unable to locate any calculations, then you will need to consult the device's manufacturer's website to get instructions on how to determine the safe installation distance of the presence sensing device from the machine hazard. If the safety device and component selection and installation, as well as the safe distance calculations, can be confirmed with a good degree of accuracy by your in-house machine safety team, you will then need to review the validation of the safety control system. The validation document should indicate the selection of the safety devices and components, including the method of configuration, wiring, and what interruption means was used to stop or control hazardous energy, machine function, or motion. By observing recognized industry consensus standards, such as ISO 13849, your in-house machine safety team may be able to confirm that the installed design was validated and the required PLR was achieved for each installed device, as well as configured to eliminate or reduce each machine safety hazard as indicated in the risk assessment to an acceptable level. If there has been any safety device or component changes to the machine, you will need to consult your facility's management of change documentation to confirm if the change was properly evaluated and an in-kind replacement was provided. If there is no available validation documentation confirming to ISO 13849 any gaps or uncertainties with the validation process, or unauthorized or undocumented safety device or component changes, there should be serious reasons to doubt the safety design and function of the machine. If you experience this situation, you may want to stop your assessment, internally discuss the continued use of the machine, and seek the assistance of qualified machine safety personnel. In summary, to verify if your machine is safe and compliant, you'll need to do the following. Assemble and collaborate with your own in-house machine safety team. Review key documentation such as machine operating instructions, risk assessments, safety design, and validation documentation. Within a few sessions or a few days, you may be able to identify serious documentation or technical gaps with the machine or machines in question. If gaps or doubts develop, it is strongly recommended to internally discuss the continued use of the machine and to seek the assistance of qualified machine safety personnel, such as a certified machinery safety expert or CMSE. If you have a machine safety question, just let us know. Our team of CMSEs can help provide answers, and who knows, your question might even be featured in the next episode of MPSA's Machine Safety Series. Let us know by calling in or writing an email to the address shown on this screen. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your machine safety team, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you are up to date with the MPSA Machine Safety Series. Thanks for watching and have a safe day.